Everybody that comes across Kamado Tanjiro keeps him in mind. They are a little bit troubled by him by one way or another. And yes, he is exceptionally talented and he learns and progresses faster than most people. But that's not what actually makes him stand out, because there's people that are way stronger than him. What makes him stand out is his ego. He conducts himself in such an open way that kind of makes you a little bit more self-conscious about yourself. About whether you're trying hard enough because he tries his best. Or about whether you're really doing things with noble intentions like he is. Because Kamado Tanjiro has mastered one trait, and that is the trait of humility. And humility isn't thinking less of yourself, but rather thinking of yourself less. Now what does this mean? It means that when people give you compliments, when people recognize your power, like they do with Tanjiro, because it's almost a pillar level where you don't start like wagging your tail or whatever. You're happy that you can help others, right? You're happy, it's not about you, and it's not about deflating your own success, not about I'm not really important, you guys call me strong but I'm actually weak. And it's not either, yes, I'm finally strong, now I can defeat other people. But rather he thinks about it not about himself, but about others. Oh yes, I'm strong, I can defend my sister, or I can defeat the people that are menacing us. And this trait of his, for somebody that is either an overthinker or that likes to plan things, kind of like me, right? It's a habit I'm trying to snap out of. Well, it's just so admirable. You look at this kind of character and you think to yourself, wow, I wish I could have such an internal peace in my heart that would allow for me to be so open and direct. Now, the reason I bring this up is because in one of the latest episodes, episode 7, the strongest pillar recognizes him and praises him for valuing the blacksmith's lives over his sister's life. And Tanjiro thanks him and he tells him, I'm sorry, but I can't accept your acknowledgement. This is a way that they would like pass the trials or whatever. Because, in fact, I didn't actually make this decision. This was my sister which said, don't worry about me, go help them. I actually doubted and didn't make a decision until the last moment. Now, of course, he didn't actually decide, not because he's like indecisive or whatever, but because as an honest person I was valuing and, weighing the kind of balance. My sister's lives or their lives, what should I put first? He was having a really, really bad time. He was crying upon the decision because of his honesty and the way that he is. Now the pillar starts to cry, but he always cries, it's not a big deal. In this manly voice, he's just like, wow, now I truly acknowledge you no matter what anyone says, blah blah blah. And just like many people, myself one of them, watching the anime, he felt moved by Tanjiro's openness, by his honesty, by the way that he is. And though I am not yet in Tanjiro's level of character and just freedom of heart, there's some things that you can do to get closer that I am doing. To begin, you need to turn your fundamental values into stronger convictions that you bear in your sleeve. And you need to know them truly and understand them truly, so that in any occasion where your judgment needs to be called upon for a situation that calls it, then you know what you value, what you care about, and then you adhere to that. And if this ever changes, let it change because your deepest wisdom has now improved, and improve it. And trust this process of learning to become the wisest person that you can be. After that, it's ironic, not overthinking it is what most of us will struggle with. Do not keep your opinion to yourself or your praise to yourself. Try to think of the good things. So when you think of something bad, try to get it away. And when you think of something good, try to magnify it. Try to think of 1,000 reasons why you like your family, even though you sometimes argue. Try to think of 1,000 reasons why your friend is a good friend. Now, of course, if the person is bad and they're manipulating you and all that, do watch out for that. But simply don't fight against them or anything. Let them live their life and you live your life. And carry on behaving in such an earnest manner, which will attract into your life people that will also look out for you if you do encounter somebody that's trying to take advantage of you. But you are your own person aiming for your own things. So nobody could take advantage of you. Simply if they propose something for you that would change your path, say, no thanks, I'm fine, because I have something that I want to do and I love that thing. And one final thing that you could practice to be like Tanjiro's good points would be mindfulness. When a demon entered Tanjiro's soul, they saw a plane of serenity. It was like that place, I don't know where in the world, where it's just a beach or like a lake and then it reflects the sky and it's super flat and beautiful. I want to go there sometime. Well, that was his internal mental state, whatever, his spiritual state. Complete serenity, because he does not harbor anything. He does not have second thoughts. He does not keep his thoughts inside. It's like the poison tree. I can't remember very well, but it was something like, I told my wrath did end. I told my foe not. my hated did grow us. I've butchered it, but something like that. It was essentially saying you tell your feelings, you lay them out, and then they disappear, but you entrap them inside and then they grow stronger. Anyway, shout out to Tanjiro for the video idea and for being a good role model in that aspect of character for a lot of us. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love. Whenever you hear a snapping of the fingers, make sure that you fix your posture and you take deep breaths into your diaphragm from your nose. Enjoy the video.